All right, so I've been trying to get things organized, thinking about over the last several days how to go about this. But I have a background in mapping and mapping applications. I actually have a geography minor and have developed this program to do different applications. I've used it for a historical plat mapper to see land ownership changes in time, as well as interactive cemetery directories I've made before for several area cemeteries. So I decided, since I already had this built, that I could apply it towards this unprecedented fire that we just had in Furnas and Gosper counties, and that hopefully it's useful in some sense for just documenting things, keeping track of the relief and recovery effort as we move forward, and just wanting to analyze things more, just something I have been wanting to do or wanted to do, and finally at least got it set up and the proof of concept to show you. So this page is live on our Arapahoe Warriors tech site. I'll post the link in the description for this video, but it's just Road 739 fire map. So if you go there, it loads an interactive Google map, which I've made and posted on this web page. And so it does have some info just about the fire in general, about how it burned over 53 square miles, 34,000 plus acres, over 30-mile long trek from northwest to southeast, and was also over 3 miles wide at its widest. Just some different other statistics I was able to calculate after doing this interactive map, that it did affect over 160 different landowners and entities of different farms and farmers, ranchers. And on that note, also 65 plus sections of farm ground and rangeland that were affected, obviously impacted hundreds of miles of fence and killed numerous livestock. But this is an interactive map which I've applied to highlight all the affected sections and their respective owners. So you can zoom in on the affected area, zoom back out. So there's the entire fire path that it took. For reference, that would be Holdridge right there. Here is Lexington. Here's the Cambridge Lake. So it started up here north of Highway 18, and you can follow it all the way down. The bigger squares are individual parcels of land, and you can highlight and view the legal description or click and view the precinct, the acres, general acre size, and the owners for each parcel. You can also, these smaller squares I marked every home that was directly in the path or very close to the path that this fire took, just to show how many homes, how many farms, how many buildings were actually saved, despite how devastating it was. It could have been much, much worse. So there's over 86 homes, farms that I marked that were directly in the path of this fire, and the preliminary estimates indicated that there were 8 homes destroyed or lost, which is terrible for all those affected, but I just wanted to highlight the work done by the first responders, because look at all of these homes, and you can also click on them and see names for those as well. But look at all these 86 different farms and homes that were directly in the path of this fire, and to only lose 8 is, I mean, that's less than 10%. So this was less than 10% as catastrophic of a fire as it potentially could have been. So I do also have the ability to search by landowner on here too, and it'll highlight all those owners, and you can click a button to zoom right to that affected parcel by legal description. But also the main reason why I wanted to do this is, like I said, I would like to give back and just pay tribute, remembrance to the lives lost, the all the people that sacrificed time and many hours fighting this. So I'd like to keep things organized and wanted a good way to document where videos were taken, where footage was taken, as we try to, especially in my class and just a personal project of mine, I'd like to, make some sort of video or slideshow, and then also have this for reference. So you can see where the camera icons are. I just started, and I've only put a few on here, but I will be adding much more as I get them and go through different videos and photos that I've found or have been shared with me. But you can click on the individual camera icon, and right now I just have individual links. So here's a couple videos that I took near the Arapahoe Cemetery. So you can click on them and it'll open it in a new tab, and it'll play the video for you. Areas where there's a lot of pictures or videos, we'll probably make an entire page and just link to that page. But this way you can kind of go through and follow the fire in the path that it took, and you can view time-stamped information and kind of map out a timeline, both chronologically and spatially, as to how this huge wildfire affected so many people. And so, and again, this is not to be used for any sort of legal advice, or there are approximations of data. I can only reflect down to the nearest 40 acres, so some parcels may not be 100% correct, but for the most part it is. This is all publicly available info, and it's pretty accurate overall. So take a look at it, see what you think of it, and I'll definitely be updating you as we add to this and build upon this and start putting some sort of tribute together for all those that have helped.